So over the 20 plus years you've been in the business, what makes a project successful?
I would say unity with the whole group, the owners, the design team, and the contractors, the subcontractors, is what makes a project successful. Communication between all of those groups as well.
Not every project goes smooth, but what characteristics make the project go smooth?
Well, again, it goes back to me for communication. The earlier we can get involved with an owner, the earlier we get involved with an architect, the earlier we get involved with our subcontractors and communicate our message of what an owner is looking for in a project, the more ability we have to make sure throughout the whole process that message is carried through. And so that ensures that the scope in the beginning is what it's supposed to be. The owner's getting the building they want with all the pieces and parts. And communication is the main factor from day one.
So have you ever had a project that didn't go perfectly smooth?
Yes. I mean, we're human, and we have had projects that did not go perfectly smooth. I would say that the main characteristics with a project in our history that have not went as well as we expected in-house would be it was a design bid build project where we did not have input with an architect to begin with. The drawings may have had some imperfections, which led to frustrations by the owner because their cost increased somewhat unbeknownst to them. And so that's always a tough situation. Other scenarios, we've dealt with a lot of projects with boards. We've had a lot of projects where you'll have 9 board members happy and 2 or 3 that are unhappy about cost increases and don't really understand why things increased related to the architectural work. So, yeah, I would say we have had some that weren't perfectly smooth, and typically those are design, bid, build projects.
So with that being said, what advice would you give for someone who wants to build a building?
Well, I'm biased because we're a design build general contractor, or we sure like to be. We do design bid build work, but I'm very impartial to design build, where we bring in an architect. We hold hands with the owner, with the architect. We make sure everybody's on the same page, and then at the end of the day, we ensure that the owner is getting the scope they want. So if we're in a meeting and the owner talks about wanting 2 water fountains, and the architect draws 1 water fountain. Well, we were in the meeting where we said 2. So we're going to stand behind our word in the beginning, and we will eat the cost of the second water fountain. In a design bid build situation, that would be a change order, and the owner would be left with a bad taste in their mouth because they would have had a discussion with someone, an architect, in the beginning saying they wanted 2 water fountains. Well, we were not part of that. We bid the drawings that were in front of us, and it had one water fountain. And so that leaves a bad taste in the owner's mouth. So long story short, I truly believe the best project delivery is design build, where you're working with the contractor who works with the architect, all in unison to make sure the owner's happy at the end of the day.